Now, your local weather with the KX Storm Team.
Hi, I'm Danielle Rude along with Rich Burt, and we're from the Souris Valley United Way. I'm going up to Botno soon to go skiing. Hey Tom, how's the weather?
Well, Danielle, the weather is going to be pretty nice. Now, I know you're not going tonight, but it did get a little bit slushy today. So we got some average skiing, but tomorrow morning, because of the temperature falling into the mid-20s tomorrow, it's going to be relatively fast skiing. But tomorrow afternoon, temperatures will get back into the 30s up on the slopes, and so some great skiing tomorrow afternoon. Now, if you would like your own personal forecast, just get your cell phone and make sure you turn it sideways. That way it fills up the whole TV screen. And just tell me your name and where you're from and where you want the forecast for, basically. And you can find us on Facebook at KX News or email it to me at tschrader@kxnet.com. And who knows, I could have yours on next week. Tonight, mostly in the 20s. We're going to have some really nice weather tonight. The daytime temperatures tomorrow will probably be a bit warmer in some areas and about the same in others. So overall, another really warm day. And then I think on Saturday, we're going to have a bit of a cool down, maybe into the 30s. But you know what? That is still above normal. Looking at the satellite and radar, nothing showed up on the radar. We do have some cloud cover, but it's doing we're just having some really great weather. Right now, temperatures are in the 30s and low 40s across the area. Beaches started to cool off a little bit, so has Dickinson, but still, these are really pleasant temperatures. Rugby's dropped off a couple. Crosby is about the same, and Sydney at 40 degrees. Now, when we look at the wind speed, normally in January, and I mentioned this yesterday, I really don't like wind in January, but today and yesterday, it's really been helping to keep the cold air out of here and bringing in some warmer air. So there we are, 10 to 15, 17 mile an hour in the south. Looks like in the north, 10 to 15 miles an hour as an average. Some spots a little bit less, like around Sydney, but that is oh so nice. Now, when we look at the national satellite and radar, there's a big storm down in the southern plains, and we're talking about some flooding rains going to be happening, unfortunately, but it's got enough cold air down there that parts of Oklahoma and Texas are getting snow, and you can even see it here. Now, you don't really notice it there, but take a look at this. This is all Pacific air coming right over us. That is making a long trek, but it has really warmed us up. And the jet stream is helping out. Everything's just kind of falling into place for us to have some really mild weather. Now, when we look at our precision cast, at 7 o'clock tomorrow morning might be kind of a partly cloudy start to the day. But notice that west wind, that's still that Pacific air mass. So that's real nice. And then as we get to about 12 noon, most places, maybe a little bit southwest or west, but still we're going to warm up very nicely tomorrow afternoon. And then by tomorrow evening, I think we're going to continue with that westerly wind. So tomorrow night, even 24 hours from now, maybe 10 o'clock tomorrow night, we could still be in the 30s with this kind of a setup. So it just really is some fabulous weather. Now, with all this melting, there certainly could be some patchy fog. Looks like the densest might be up in the Turtle Mountains, but maybe a little bit east of Bismarck might be some reduced visibilities. I wouldn't say it's going to be terribly foggy, but don't be surprised if there is at least a little bit of fog. Now, temperatures tomorrow morning, these would be great daytime highs, and here we are, 7 o'clock in the morning, 20s to around 30 degrees. By lunchtime, 30 to maybe 40 or so, and then tomorrow afternoon, look at this, Dickinson, mid-40s. This is just really great weather. Even tomorrow night at 10 o'clock, we could still be above freezing. Now, here's a look at the next 7 days, and we have some really nice weather. And as we check out Bismarck and Dickinson, the temperatures come down a little bit. Even by the Thursday of next week, the temperatures really aren't that bad.
Not bad at all.
Looks great.
Thanks, Tom. Coming up in our